at ringside and facing the team of Kane and Daniel Bryan, this one's also very simple. The unlikely duo of Kane and Daniel Bryan will finally end the title reign of Little Jimmy, Little Jenny, Little Steve, Little whatever, and of course the team of Archer and Kofi Kingston and all these little idiots holding visible titles. Although Little Jimmy did replace Jerry Lawler from what I saw on commentary and did a very, very good job. I don't usually give Little Jimmy credit, but that was an amazing job he did on commentary. Not as good as Miz, but good enough to make the show interesting. Anyway, Divas Championship, not a lot has changed, except there might be a possibility that Eve may insert herself into the title match, making it a triple threat match. I don't know if that'll happen. We'll just have to wait on that. And finally, the pre-show. Yes, even though all the championships are on the line, they are still going to have a fucking pre-show. But this is where it gets interesting. A pre-show battle royal to name the number one contender to United States champion Antonio Cesaro, who the winner of the battle royal will face Cesaro later that night for the title, which is in itself is very innovative and shows the creativity of WWE, even though I think they've done this before at a pre-show, but it doesn't matter at this point. What matters is live 7:30 Eastern Time, 4:30 Pacific, and Central. Pretty much just figure that out at the time converter. You can figure that shit out. With Cesaro winning the title last month, ironically during the SummerSlam pre-show against Santino. I don't really know who's going to be in this battle royal, so this is a wild card at this point. But I know Santino will probably be in this battle royal, and I don't know anything else other than that. This is going to be pretty much a toss-up. It depends who will be in the battle royal, and it depends who wins the battle royal, and it depends who matches up with Claudio Castagnoli, a.k.a. Antonio Cesaro. And it really depends, at the end of the day, if this match actually makes sense. And we'll figure that out as the pay-per-view actually happens. So, every title's on the line right now, except Miz's, which does bring one interesting thing that did happen to Raw during the segments where the commentary was not alive at all, or Cole was weeping, and there was actually pictures of that, so, I'm not making this shit up. Cole actually showed emotion, which is amazing in my part, like I said earlier. But with that, it's like with Miz, it was during the Miz match with, no, not the Miz match, but with Cody versus Ray, and Miz got involved. Cody Rhodes won the match, and then Miz was going to attack Rey Mysterio, and obviously the double team, but Cody Rhodes shockingly hits the crossroads on Miz. Now this could very well, interestingly, and he held the belt up, which obviously sets up a possible triple threat match for the Intercontinental title. It could be Miz, Mysterio, and Cody for the title, unless Ray or Cody, or Sin Cara for that matter, because he's been feuding, Cody's been feuding with Sin Cara, and Miz has been a little bit as well. So there's so many possibilities for the Intercontinental Championship. It really depends who's in the United States Battle Royal, and it really depends who they will announce to face the Miz for the Intercontinental title, because all the titles are on the line this Sunday. And this is probably one of the most interesting pay-per-views of all time, because there's so much diversity here, and there's so much intrigue on what is going to happen. But more importantly, again, all the titles are on the line, so we can see multiple title changes at will. If any title were to change hands, this would be the pay-per-view to do so. It really depends on who the WWE decides who should hold the gold. Because he who holds the gold holds the power. And he who holds the power makes the rules. And he who makes the rules makes his own destiny. So it really depends on who is willing to take that brass ring. As imaginary as it is, we all have to try and reach the next rung, one way or another.